Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Back the Log Off. I'm Professor Icepick, and what am I saying? Today, yeah, I'm actually recording earlier for once. I'm going to be going back to Ace Attorney Investigations, Miles Edgeworth, Prosecutor's Path. I should really just start calling it Gyakuten Kenji 2, but whatever. Or Ace Attorney Investigations 2. Either way. So, if you'll recall, last time, my progress sort of ended in failure. I learned a very valuable lesson from that, though. So, yeah, let's see if we can make it to Chapter 3 today. So, there we go. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Okay, let's see. Where are you gonna drop me off at, game? Dear God, I hope I can fast forward. I cannot fast forward. Okay, well, I was worried about this. Okay, I'm not gonna be reading anything this time until I get to the point where I failed the last time. Actually, this presents me with a rare opportunity. I could just sort of, like, talk freely for once. At least until I get to the point where I died last time. Well, died isn't the right word, you know, failed, I guess. But the truth was lost forever. Okay. Excuse me. I know I'm just sort of being silent right now, but honestly, I'm at a loss for once. I mean, I've already seen this, so it's not like any of it's impressive to me right now, you know? I'm a little annoyed that I have to do this over again. This seriously just gives me, like, some Mega Man Star Force vibes right here. Which I absolutely love. By the way, I love the first Mega Man Star Force. The second one was alright, and the third one kind of leaned more into Battle Networks territory. But the first game in that series is my absolute favorite. I know that's just a weird thing to bring up, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Okay, let's do a test save. Alright. Okay, so it does this... Alright, fair enough then. Well, okay, well, let's do it then. Suspending game. Continue. Imprison turnabout. End part 2 from... Okay, so... Okay, alright, so... This is going to be annoying, but this is what we're doing from here on out, I guess. Examine the area around the well. It holds the key to this case. It's a sturdy hemp rope. I don't know, is 33 pounds really that heavy, though? This pulley was used to lift the bucket from the well. The bucket can't be found. Okay, well, let's go look somewhere else, then. Crate. No, there are tires attached to it, so I guess it's a cart. Oh yeah, this line again. I don't think an alligator would leave such clean. Okay, I'm gonna read this section because I missed it the last time. Alright. This pond is where Warden Roland keeps her pet alligator.
I guess those fish bones are the remains of her last meal.
I don't think an alligator would leave such clean bones.
But she had a very refined-looking face.
I couldn't tell at all.
That's because I'm a girl who's good with faces.
Why don't I feel the least bit jealous? Okay, so, yeah, that's that one.
An impressive barbed wire fence. Really gets my thief's blood boiling.
I wouldn't touch it, though. You'll be in for quite a shock.
I wonder what's on the other side of the fence.
Looks like the warden's office.
I heard she keeps even more animals over there.
Why don't they just turn this place into a zoo already? Okay, so... This door is locked. Alright.
Want me to pick the lock? Success is not guaranteed, though.
No, if need be, I'll just borrow a key.
Sheesh, I thought it was finally a chance for me to steal the spotlight.
Don't even think about stealing anything in my presence. Not even the spotlight. Okay, so let's check out the chairs. These were used for audience seating during the show.
Folding up all these
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I do remember this now. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Okay, these things around the well, what are they used for? That's all the information we can gather for now. The detective should be here soon, too. Oh, missile. The alligator. Recreation. I love the glitched out area in the back there. Just trippy to see the Ace Attorney characters as sprites. I think that's one of the things I always loved about the first game. Okay, so let's see. So there he is as a clown. Oh, this crate was empty in the recreation earlier. Forget if this was the logical answer or not. Yep. It's weird that it resets whether or not you've seen dialogue just depending on, like, the context. time, we still don't have enough information about this area. That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Steal some information. I don't steal information. I obtain it through my investigation and logic. Alright, let's take a look at the stage. A love story between an elephant and a tiger. I really wanted to see that. I also wanted to see Simon in action. Like, if there's any other piece of quality of life, additions I'd want them to make to any future Ace Attorney games, the ability to just turn on, fast forward and rewind would be nice. Having trouble getting all blown away, then suddenly he was able to be sent flying beautifully. Just trying to knock out this scene as quickly as possible so we can get to the point where I died, or failed, last time. Sorry, I can't not think of it as, like a death state, I guess. I guess that's just, video games in my head. It's very likely. I wonder if it's possible to recreate his device. Okay, now we gotta wait for... I'm definitely going to steal this idea. God. Really feel the weight of Simon's hard work on your chest. Is that so? I don't feel anything at all. God. Oh God, yeah, that's right. She's stealing my thoughts. Fair enough. There's some pulleys here. Alright. Huh? Isn't this strange? What's wrong, pal? Oh. What's strange is the number of weights. In other words, it's not heavy enough. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a run button here.
Do you come here often, Regina? Yes, I have many friends here. I love this place. New friends, old friends, everyone's a friend here. Yesterday, Ms. Warden introduced me to a new friend, little Allie.
The alligator who lurks in the pond in the courtyard.
That pond, if you get too close, it feels like you'll get gulped. I don't think little Allie would do such a thing. Her stomach wasn't feeling very well yesterday. I'm worried. Aren't you all worried too? Right? Yes, of course. We're all worried, right, Mr. Edward?
Don't drag me into this. Mr. Edgeworth, you've got that look on your face like you want to use my secret weapon, sir. Missile isn't in the mood, but I've got my fishing rod ready to go. Oh, would you prefer the metal detector?
There we go. That's what I needed.
I've never seen the detective's eyes sparkle like that. If need be, I'll let you know. For now, just stand by. Okay, so... A great thief's secret weapon. I see. But isn't it this bad, using a thieves' tool to aid in the investigation? Don't make such a scary face. It's all right, Uncle. Uncle Ray's lips are sealed. It's for the truth, right? The evidence may very well already have been destroyed. In order to recreate the crime scene, we need her help. Why so serious? At times like this, a simple smile will suffice. Yes, thank you very much. I have an idea. Okay, so let's change back to... God, what did I do to trigger that anyway? Okay, what am I forgetting here? I know that I... Oh, whoops. No, 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 no. Ah, damn it. Forgot that that was the button to, Mr. Keys used this well. Okay, he used those 2 ropes very skillfully. A rope and pulley. That's how it should be.
A rope and pulley, a thief and treasure. It's a perfect match.
Objection. A thief and handcuffs are a perfect match. Okay, that's a good one. Okay, let's see if I can do anything with my logic here. Somehow I doubt that that was the right answer. But who knows? Detective Gumshoe, it's time for your secret weapon. Yes, sir. I was hoping for the metal detector. Okay, so now let me go over... Okay, well, we can skip it this time. If it'll let me, which it won't. God. Yeah, there's a reaction here too, so let's check it out, huh? Alright, good. Okay, so we went straight to it. I'm just trying to skip as much, you know, needless dialogue as I possibly can here. I'm really earning my keep today, aren't I, sir? The alligator. It scared me, pal. Okay, here we go. This is what I was waiting for. As usual, I just jumped the gun again. That's another one of my bad that's another one of my bad habits when it comes to the Ace Attorney games. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? I think that's it. Yep. This recreation and the device we saw earlier. There's a major discrepancy. One of the ropes is missing. The doy. Oh no, I know. Okay. None other than Knightley's dead body. The rope wasn't used to tie up Knightley, it was used to suspend him inside the well. Here we go.
Take that!
No, that's not necessarily the case. Did not watch the animal show. You can't teach a dog to suspend a body in a well. Okay, let's see. Let's see, I think that might be it, but I might be wrong. The door's locked. Well, that was fast. It's a circuit breaker panel. This must be the breaker room.
Take that!
Okay, I think we're moving forward. I mean, this is moving a lot a lot more quickly than I would have hoped. Just because I remember so much. Good morning, Mr. DeBest. You've fallen like the rest!
Hold it!
You've been bested. Okay, we'll save after we're done with this, the argument portion. Naturally, you have evidence to support your reasoning. Babysitting that kid must be difficult. It's just funny to see Edgeworth as the person who, is getting screwed over by the autopsy getting updated. Okay. I never understand why they don't let you just cycle through the rebuttal portion. Because, I mean, you've already seen all that information before. It's just in a different color this time. It's annoying. It's fucking annoying is what it is. Come on, give me that much at least, Capcom. If you ever make an Ace Attorney 7. Since Mr. Elber did not see the body when he passed through the tunnel, it could only have been dropped down the well during the show. The only one who could perform such an act is the suspect. There's no one else who could have committed the murder. I heard that Ms. Berry was present on stage at all times. A great number of the prisoners were also watching the show. Even the prisoners who did not see it have sufficient alibis. How about the guards? Oh yeah, I did actually already read this. his assistant's assistant. Did you also enter the hole? Ah, crap, that was wrong. Judge Courtney, could you take a look at this piece of evidence? Crap. Well, at least I have a save point now. Okay, wrong answer. Okay. God, I wish I could remember. Oh, it was... Okay, right evidence, wrong point. In time. Fair enough, then. Actually, okay, so real quick here. She is 26 years old. How old is again? He's 17? He's already a lawyer? Christ. Okay. The body came from the courtyard. How was Mr. Knightley brought here from the detention center? Only Simon Keyes could have provided such an opportunity. here we go. Yes, I do.
Take that. Take that.
I just love that little slat mark he has on his face.
Objection.
Oh, yes, there is.
Take that.
Yep, here we go. I love the little fox dude. What? Why does she keep making out with the fox? It's so weird.
Hold it.
So she's wearing a living fox as like a boa. Okay, oh. Okay, we are at a, Oh, they're not letting me save either. Wow, okay. Alright. Let's see. The evidence that proves that Roland is the murderer is... God, I forgot about this one. It's either the breaker or the autopsy report. Or wait, maybe it's the investigation?
Take that.
Shit, I'm wrong, aren't I? This proves you are the murderer. Okay. Missile's reaction to... Oh, right. Crime scene notes.
Take that.
I'm wondering if that's like a faux fur coat or... It's just so fucking weird. She keeps making out with her fucking fox. I just can't get over it. Okay, let's save here because I really don't want to have to redo all of that stuff. I wish that there was... I wish that saving didn't automatically suspend the game. It's annoying, honestly, is what it is. You were in your office the whole time? Nothing strange happened?
Nope, nothing at all.
Were you looking for something?
I'm not too good at tidying up. I always forget where I put everything. The other day I even lost track of an important piece of evidence.
How could you have made such a grave error?
If someone were to take something from me, I wouldn't even notice it the entire year.
I guess it will be hard to attack with the key to the breaker room.
On the day of the incident, I was working in my office and searching for lost items. In other words, I couldn't have gone to the prison, even if I'd wanted to.
You did not enter the prison from the entrance. But what if there was another route?
Oh my, are you suggesting something like a secret passage? I don't know if anything like that exists.
It is my firm belief that you did possess an alternate route. That route was neither the entrance nor a secret passage. The route you used was from here.
Take that!
The barbed wire fence?
There we go, now I remembered it. I love her theme song, though. It's just so awesome. He just blurts out objection. I love it. She had an accomplice, of course. Ah, here we go. So why didn't anyone notice Elbird? Yep, here we go.
Take that!
Now this I remember. Model inmate, and it's broken. Oh god, I just love how, the fucking reaction. Oh, and the fox is trying to comfort her. That's great. I just love these animated flourishes, you know? It's great.
Hold it!
I like how the judge is angry about this. Sir Han Dogan. I still don't understand the pun on that one. I actually asked KI about that one. And he had nothing either. But he did tell me that Simon Keys is for shy monkeys, though. Sir Han Dogan, though. Neither of us are quite sure of. I mean, the dog is obvious. I guess she has the letter W on her. Oh, right. W for Warden. It's like, I'm like, Dr. Wily? No, it's Warden. How could a polar bear be afraid of a dog? Yes, it is necessary to press further. Judge Courtney, my questioning isn't over yet. I'm sure the goddess of law isn't satisfied yet either.
You mean to badger this woman further?
Even if she was threatened by Dogen, this does not prove she was not the culprit in this case. She was able to use the supply route to transport Knightley's body.
Do you have any evidence to support this?
The body gave off a sweet scent, the scent of perfume that was used to signify a delivery. Can you explain this fact?
Oh, of course! Since I have made so many deliveries, the scent would have lingered around the well. When the body was moved through the well, the scent would have transferred to it.
Mr. Albert also testified to this fact.
That's it. For some reason, that well gave off a nice scent.
A nice scent?
I don't know what it was, but it smelled sweet, like candy.
A lingering scent in the well would, of course, be picked up by anything passing through. The defense rests, I see. In that case, court is adjourned. Mr. Edgeworth, isn't there anything we can do?
What should I do? Is this as far as I can go?
Is it over already? Yes, Sebastian, it is. And now, court is officially adjourned.
Hold it!
Who was that?
It's not nice of you to adjourn things just like that, Courtney Pie.
Mr. Shields!
Are you objecting to the court adjourning?
Of course not. I ain't got no objection or anything like that. Go ahead and adjourn court. Do whatever you like.
Hey, what are you doing, Mr. Shields?
Whoa there, calm down, Kay. Who wants some chocolate?
Is this a joke?
You'll have to excuse me. I just have one tiny request to make. As Simon Key's attorney.
Well, that's right. You're the defense attorney in charge of this case, aren't you?
Exactly. Did you all forget? That's so mean.
But you just left everything to Mr. Edgeworth and didn't do anything at all.
Yes, that's right. That's why I thought I'd do my job a bit.
Do your job? That hardly sounds like you at all.
It's to prepare for the trial. I'd like to ask the warden a few questions.
Surely you jest. What more could you expect to hear from her?
Well, Ms. Warden, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the culprit.
My thoughts?
Uncle Ray believes that Simon is not the culprit. It seems that Ms. Warden also suspects someone other than Simon. I'd like to hear you out.
Mr. Edgeworth, what's Mr. Shields up to?
He's trying to lure Warden Roland into testifying. Why was the supply route used to transport the body? I'd say it was to pin the crime on Dogen.
Ah, I see.
If he committed a murder here, he would be transferred to another prison. One with tighter security.
And that would get rid of the troublemaker.
Exactly. She wouldn't pass up a chance like that.
Hey, hold on a sec. A culprit besides Simon? What do you mean? Simon was the one I was supposed to prosecute.
Exactly. So wouldn't it be better if DeBest also listened to what she has to say?
Amazing, Mr. Shields. You managed to drag Mr. DeBest into this too. Warden Roland, is this acceptable? Oh, you! It's fine! It's fine! You understand a woman's heart.
Thank you, mademoiselle.
Actually, I've thought this over. I'd like to tell you my thoughts. You'll let me speak, won't you, Justine darling? Of course, you may speak. Mr. Shields, awesome!
Phew, that was a close shave.
Thank you, Mr. Shields.
No, I'm still leaving the rest to you. Remember what I said? A defense attorney never gives up. The fate of our client rests on our shoulders, after all. It'd be uncool if Uncle Ray didn't put that into practice. Now then, Miles, it's your turn to show you'll never give up.
Right.
Well then, will you listen to my story? I believe the culprit in this case could only have been Dogen. I have no idea what transpired between Dogen and the victim. It simply could have been that Dogen was displeased with him. In any case, he was the one who stabbed the victim to death. He probably had a dog dispose of the body. This is the truth of the case. The victim, Mr. Knightley, was it? I think it is a truly terrible thing.
Taking a man's life, you mean?
That's how you'd go about saying it, isn't it? If only I'd been more vigilant, his death would not have happened. And that's why I want to clear up his regrets. That Warden Roland, how considerate. I'm sure Mr. Knightley in heaven is overflowing with gratitude.
Is gratitude really what Knightley feels? Okay, so let's do another suspend play. God, I'm already an hour into this and I'm still just redoing the previous case. Okay, whatever.
I have no idea what transpired between...
Knightley was being held in the detention center and Dogan was in the prison. They couldn't make any contact. Don't you think that would have prevented trouble?
The prison is quite confined, right? There were many ways for them to meet.
Knightley was murdered days before he would have been sentenced to prison. Surely there weren't many ways a meeting could have occurred.
Even without a direct meeting, Dogan can still cause trouble. Mark my words.
What could Knightley have done in the detention center to displease him?
That was just an example. You don't have to take it so seriously. Didn't I already say that I have no idea what transpired between them? Nevertheless, you certainly are a serious one, Edgewood dear.
What's this? That piercing gaze.
Always standing straight and stiff. Very nice. Looking very clever, my dear. I think I'm about to become your biggest fan. Mr. Edgeworth, stay focused. It's just a flesh wound.
Right. Is this some form of psychological warfare? I'd like to hear your thoughts about the circumstances surrounding the murder.
Well, I suppose it was a simple job. During his booking, I learned that the victim had some kind of injury to his neck. He couldn't turn his neck to the right. I remember him saying something like that.
Booking. That's the process one undergoes before being locked up in the detention center. It sounds like you don't really know a lot about Knightley.
I only know a little. In any case, he would have been an easy target for Dogan. Perhaps he used the chisel hidden in the chessboard. The victim wouldn't even have had a chance to scream.
I see. Your opinion will be a very valuable reference. Could you add those last statements to your testimony?
Aw, you're making me blush. You're so cute. I'm just kidding. I'll continue.
The chessboard.
The thing that the victim brought with him. It seemed like he really enjoyed playing chess. How could I have guessed that chisel would be hidden inside it?
The chisel in the chessboard. That fact is only known by a select few people. This was the answer we arrived at it from our reasoning, after all. So then, why does she know about this?
In Dogan's hands, even a chisel is enough to be used as a lethal weapon.
Let's see, did I, Okay, now that was the wrong one. Warden Roland, that statement you just made is contradictory.
Oh, is there something strange about it?
Yes, this evidence. Oh, her glare is terrifying. I'll have to think things over a little more before jumping to conclusions. Oh, it was a chessboard, that's right. It's always either one or the other, you know? Unless it isn't. Warden Roland, you certainly are sharp-witted.
Hey, enough with the titles. Call me Patty. P-A-T-T-Y.
However, there's something you were a little too knowledgeable about.
Embarrassed? You're such an inexperienced child, Edgeworth dear. Fight on, Mr. Edgeworth.
You said you didn't really know much about Knightley. If that's the case, how did you know about the chisel inside the chessboard?
Oh, of course, the entrance check.
Enough with the poor excuses. The entrance check? The chessboard wasn't something Knightley brought with him. It was brought to him later by Mr. Keyes. He didn't even have it when he arrived here.
That's my mistake. I meant the parcel check.
Even if we assume that, there are still many suspicious points. Why wasn't such a chisel immediately confiscated? And Judge Courtney, did you tell anyone about the trick to the chessboard? To this chessboard?
I did not.
If no information about her investigation was leaked, then how did you find out? You could not have examined this during the entrance check or parcel check.
Certainly. Someone in the warden's position would never have let a chisel... Certainly. Someone in the warden's position would never have let a chisel slip by.
Exactly. So answer this, Warden Roland. When and how did you learn about the chessboard's secret? In that case, I shall answer for you. It is because...
Hold it! I give up, Edgeworth, dear. It is as you say. I interrogated Knightley. That's how I learned about the chessboard. But please believe me, I didn't kill anyone. Enough. It would appear that we have uncovered some vital information. I'll ask you to testify once more, if that's all right with you, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
No objections here.
Thank you, Edgeworth, dear. I'll do my best. Well then, Warden Roland, I trust there will be no lies from here on out.
Her pool of lies is slowly running dry. Soon I will bring out her true nature.
And here's where I died the last time. I wouldn't go so far as to call it an interrogation. I always make sure to talk to all the new arrivals. Mr. Knightley, yes, we had a little chat. After our talk, he went right back to his cell, I assure you.
She's piling lies on top of lies, not realizing that it only tightens the noose around her neck.
You speak with the new prisoners, you say? That's right. I'm glad you understand.
Your testimony is not solid evidence. It requires more than just understanding.
Well then, Prosecutor Edgeworth, you may begin your cross-examination.
Okay. And what was Knightley like during the interrogation?
He was very honest. Mr. Knightley was...
Honest, pal?
He also talked about a croissant and some kind of promo.
And passant and chess piece promotions, I presume. Looks like he was his usual chess-loving self. If he really returned to his cell, there is no way he would be a corpse now.
Hold it! I know you're suggesting that I killed him during the interrogation, but I couldn't possibly have had a motive to kill Knightley, could I? Dogan was the only one I hated, and he had no connection with the victim.
She only hated Dogan. Please add that statement to your testimony.
Okay, let's see if I got this right this time, or if this is just the same fucking mistake I made last time. Ah, okay, I got it right. Good.
Judge Courtney, I'd like you to have a look at this.
It looks like a record of a chess game. Is there something wrong with it?
This was discovered in the victim's cell. It was Knightley's memo. Warden Roland, you also discovered this note in the very same place. And not just in Knightley's cell, but in Dogan's too, correct?
Hold it! What do you...
Don't say that you don't know about the chessboard in the special cell.
Ah!
After all, you would have kept an eye on Dogan's actions, down to the smallest details. No, to be more precise, it wasn't Dogan that you needed to keep an eye on.
The warden was searching for Dogan's henchmen!
From the start, I have found it strange that the warden interrogated the prisoners personally. Since he used his henchmen to threaten harm to her family, Warden Roland interrogated Dogan to expose them.
So, what are you saying? As you expected Dogen's mail, you must have known that he played correspondence chess. And then Knightley appeared, with a chess memo in hand. We deduced that he and Dogen were connected. You must have arrived at the same conclusion as well. However, you went one step too far in your reasoning. You thought Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen, who had come to kill you.
So, that's why you interrogated Knightley, boy. If the boss won't go after his henchmen.
In addition, you discovered something when you were interrogating him. Inside his chessboard, you found a portable chisel. The murder weapon. To Warden Roland, the chisel was a symbol of Dogen, and that was the final straw. You believed Knightley was one of Dogen's henchmen, and you killed him. It seems there will be no rebuttal. Judge Courtney, your verdict? Though it is incredibly unfortunate, there seems to be no room for doubt. I shall announce my verdict for the murder of Horace Knightley. Hold it!
Ah, of course, it couldn't have been over yet.
Twice my sacred verdict has been interrupted. Who was that?
Oh, there she is.
Warden Roland?
Oh, how strange. You guys really don't understand anything.
It would seem the one who doesn't understand is you.
Me? Oh, I understand one thing very well. There is a huge contradiction in your logic, Mr. Edgeworth.
Once she's cornered, she starts spouting nonsense. Pay it no heed, Judge Courtney. Judge Courtney, your verdict. I am interested in hearing what the warden has to say. What?
I thought so. I just have one thing I want to say. One? Please take a good look at the autopsy report.
The autopsy report? The one I brought with me?
I heard exactly what you said earlier, Justine darling. You said the wound was 4 inches deep.
4 inches? No way!
Could that tiny chisel really have made a wound 4 inches deep?
Impossible!
How could I have made such an error? Oh, forgive me, goddess of law.
Well, I believe that overturns your hypothesis. What will you do now, Mr. Edgeworth? What'll we do?
It'll be all right, pal. Mr. Edgeworth always. Whoa, hey now. He's gone all wet. Hey, you're a defense attorney, aren't you? Isn't there something you can do, pal? Do that turnabout thing. Make some earth-shattering objection. Uncle Ray's a hard worker, but without decisive evidence, we're just whipping a dead horse here.
Does that mean it's hopeless?
The true killer is Warden Roland. If it's not her, then nothing that happened fits. But the chisel isn't the murder weapon. Are there any other sharp objects here?
Wait a second.
There are still many mysteries remaining in this case. However, we do not have the evidence to solve them at this present time. We have no choice but to continue this battle in the courtroom.
Objection.
That would just give the killer a chance to destroy evidence.
Are you mocking the court?
No. I didn't mean anything like that. You look perplexed, Miles. Thought of anything yet?
The chisel is not the murder weapon. In that case, what is? It's no use. We're back where we started. No objections, Prosecutor Edgeworth? By the way, any baseless statements will be punished accordingly.
I mean, I know what the answer is.
It's no good. I can't think of anything. I need more time. I regret to say I have no...
No, Mr. Edgeworth, hold it! Remember what Mr. Shield says. If we give up, Simon will... Have you forgotten that sad look on his face? He was the one who suffered most from Knightley's death. If we can't save him, who will? Besides, Simon believes in us, so we can't give up.
Okay.
Miles, looks like you found a good partner. It's like Little Kay says, whenever you're backed into a corner, think of your client. Keep fighting until the very end. Isn't that the feeling you're getting? Gregory, your old man. No matter what trouble he faced, he would always turn things around and save his client. You've got his blood in you, right? In that case, you're the only one who can turn this around.
Judge Courtney?
The look in your eyes has suddenly changed. If you do intend to speak, you'd better be prepared to face the consequences. Your logic thus far has been misplaced numerous times. If this were to happen again, I will consider you unfit to call yourself a prosecutor, and you will hand over your badge.
That's right. My reasoning about this case has indeed been misplaced numerous times. Have I made a grave miscalculation? Wait, my logic is misplaced.
Still silent. I cannot condone this waste of time. Well then,
Mr. Edgeworth!
Mr. Edgeworth! I will announce my verdict.
That's it. I have to turn my logic around. My logic isn't misplaced. It's been misled.
This court finds the defendant, Simon Keys.
Here we go. Isn't it a little early to hand down a verdict?
I actually think it's rather late. Don't you agree, Justine, darling? Enlighten us. What?
Try to remember the eyewitness account about his dog and the absence from the animal show. When I first heard that information, my suspicion immediately fell on Dogan.
I'm amazed you take such pride in retelling your previous failings.
But was that not the killer's aim? What if we assume that that was their intention from the start? Of course, the chisel served the same purpose. Knightley's body was stabbed in the same spot with multiple sharp objects. This shows that he was stabbed with the chisel after the real murder weapon was removed. By soaking by soaking the chisel in Knightley's blood, the killer wanted to mislead us into thinking the chisel was the murder weapon. Why? That's because... Why did the killer want us to think the chisel was the murder weapon? To get Dogan expelled. Warden Roland, you made use of this chisel's image.
Chisel's image? What are you trying to say?
Mr. DeBest, when you see this chisel, what does it suggest to you?
Something like Dogan is the killer, right?
Now, do you understand? That was the warden's aim.
Ah, she wanted us to suspect the person with the chisels.
Indeed, that was her plan from the very beginning. To make Sirhan Dogan out to be the killer.
I understand your logic. It is true the warden does not think kindly of Dogan, but you understand, don't you? This alone does not prove she is the killer.
As I thought, it's not enough. The remaining chance is for me to find the real murder weapon.
If you have no more evidence, I believe this conversation is over.
I could prove it if I found the real murder weapon.
It doesn't matter what you say. We did a clean sweep of this place. It is as Sebastian says. In the end, we could not find any weapons. In other words, such proof is impossible.
No, the murder weapon must still be somewhere in the prison. As long as this exists.
The security gate!
You remember its name after all.
Are you mocking me? It's because of those things that you can't take metal objects in or out of this place. Ah!
Right. As long as these security gates exist, the murder weapon should still be here.
That also means no weapon could have been brought into the prison. In the end, we're back to the same mystery after all.
Judge Courtney?
Prosecutor Edgeworth, surely you've realized if the real murder weapon is still in the prison, one must also consider how it got there in the first place.
The chisel was concealed within the chessboard, but the chisel is not the real murder weapon, which means the real murder weapon must have been smuggled in somehow.
The way it was smuggled in. Can you prove that?
How Warden Roland brought the weapon into the prison? You had evidence transferred from the precinct.
Yes, we borrowed all the evidence concerning Dogan. I've been interrogating him personally in my office, but...
That's it! She could have used that! This shows another way a weapon could be brought into the prison.
Okay, so let's see. Not the roll call. Not the bracelet. Prison investigation. Tunnel footprints, no. Security gate, no. Security footage, no. Knightley's memo, no. Chisel, no. Dogan's bells, no. Oh.
Take that!
It's the bell, right? Yep. Yesterday, Dogan said this.
Yes, my bells. There are only 2 in the world.
Only 2?
They're custom-made, attached to my knife in Anubis's collar. Even though I can only rely on my ears, I can easily identify them. Alas, one has been confiscated and is not in my possession.
It's possible the murder weapon was brought in as confiscated evidence.
What?
Dogan's knife was confiscated and stored on the premises. Furthermore, a bell was attached to the knife.
It can't be. The bell and that chisel.
Exactly. The killer took it from the knife and reattached it to the chisel.
But the only fingerprints on this chisel are Knightley's.
The killer probably wore gloves when they made the switch. She made the chisel out to be the murder weapon by attaching Dogan's bell, and in doing so, made Dogan appear to be the culprit. Furthermore, the handling of this set of evidence that this bell originally belonged to was only possible for someone with the proper authority.
Who, sir? Who had that authority?
Why don't we ask the warden what she thinks?
Hold it! You can find bells anywhere. Anyone could have attached it, right?
I see. So you don't know. These bells are Dogan's trademark. There are only 2 in the world.
What? What?
And so attaching the bell would naturally make you the killer.
Hold it! Do you have evidence that I have the knife? You don't, do you?
Of course, I understand. In that case, Mr. DeBest, I'd like to request an investigation immediately.
Eh? But if you find it, it'd be problematic for me.
Well, that doesn't matter now. It is necessary that we reveal the truth. You're a prosecutor, are you not?
Well, even if you say that.
Curse this useless prosecutor. If only I still had investigative rights.
Besides, we can't investigate without the warden's permission, right?
There's no way she would approve. We have no choice but to investigate ourselves.
If you don't have evidence, there's no use in continuing this conversation.
The goddess of law does not smile upon those with no evidence. This will have to be continued in the courtroom.
Come on, I know where the fucking knife is. Not good. If we give the warden more time here, she'll definitely destroy the evidence. It seems like I have no choice but to raise an objection and stall for time. But I don't have anything definite. Is that really acceptable? Is it really like me to do something this reckless? No, not good. Now is not the time for hesitation. Right now I'm not a prosecutor, but an attorney's assistant. I need to protect my client. I'm the only one who can save him now. In that case, even if it's a 1 in a million chance, I have to take it. It's sink or swim. Should I raise an objection? Yes. It almost feels like I've turned into a certain bluffing defense attorney. Wow, they can't even say his name. It's great. But right now, I can't come to a standstill here.
Objection!
Hold it!
Prosecutor Edgeworth, what now?
I just realized something.
What would that be, pray tell?
Naturally, the whereabouts of the real murder weapon. Dogan's knife.
Mr. Edgeworth, is that really true?
Yes, though it is a lie.
I find it hard to believe. This isn't a bluff, is it?
You underestimate me. The word bluff does not exist in my dictionary. This is bad for my heart.
There's no way you could know, because such a thing doesn't even exist.
Well then, could you enlighten us? Where is the real murder weapon?
Think.
Somewhere the police didn't look. A blind spot in this animal-filled prison. A hiding place the warden would have complete confidence in. Hiding place? Come to think of it.
It was inevitable. Anubis, show them your mouth.
The same method? No, it couldn't be, could it? But there aren't that many ways to hide things from an investigator's eyes.
Prosecutor Edgeworth, how long do you intend to keep us waiting?
It's possible, but I'm taking a big gamble here. The place where the real murder weapon is hidden is here.
Here, in the courtyard?
Indeed.
That's not enough information. Please show us in more detail.
Where is the real murder weapon hidden?
I know. It's in Alley. Alligator.
That's it. Back then.
Huh?
What's the matter, detective?
It looks like the metal detector's reacting to this alligator.
Really? Why?
Of course, and that's why the metal detector reacted. Judge Courtney, I'd like you to take a look at this.
The chisel?
Wasn't that just the fake murder weapon?
And Dogan hid this chisel inside his dog's mouth. And the real murder weapon was hidden in very much the same way.
Ah!
The real murder weapon is in the pond, inside the alligator.
What? What?
We can confirm that the metal detector reacted to the alligator. Judge Courtney, please have the insides of the alligator examined.
I give my consent. I'll have to call a veterinarian. I can make that little girl open her mouth. Can I help?
Yes, go ahead. Warden Roland, discovering the real murder weapon will settle this matter once and for all. Why don't you do the honorable thing and confess now?
What would I have to confess?
In that case, you can just wait for your fate to be sealed.
Nah,
Ah, we found it, sir!
just where you said it would be.
It's over. Patricia Rowland, the real murder weapon is none other than Dogan's knife. And the one who murdered Horace Knightley can only be you.
Breakdown time.
Dogan was the evil one. I didn't do anything wrong. It was completely reasonable. That guy was one of Dogan's henchmen. Him. If only he'd never come to my home. I could at least still be happy. My special paradise. He ruined it. All of it. Him. That no-good assassin. Him.
That's a pretty lame breakdown, actually. Oh, there we go. Oh, the fox ran away. Oh my God, they were all foxes, and she's in a prison. Oh, that's amazing. That was incredible. That was a great animation. March 28th, 12:34 p.m. Detention Center hallway. Mr. DeBest of the Best, we have the results.
The best of the best? Looks like even the forensic officers have it tough.
We found traces of Knightley's blood on Dogan's knife. It was just like you said. You're the best, DeBest. Mr. DeBest?
All right, good job, but don't stop there. Keep the praise coming.
Yes, sir. You're so incredible. It brings tears to my eyes.
From sorrow?
Well done, Sebastian. Next comes the follow-up investigation.
Huh? What are you talking about, Justine? Hasn't the case been solved already?
We have not yet confirmed if Knightley was truly one of Dogan's henchmen. There's also a chance that Warden Roland jumped to conclusions.
Oh!
That is the remaining uncertainty in this case.
Anyways, let's keep investigating. Hey, you there, come with me. Since I'm the best, the truth will appear before me first. When that moment arrives, make sure you don't miss it.
Yes, sir. I'm looking forward to witnessing your first-rate ability.
Let's go!
We live in troubling times, wouldn't you agree? The would-be assassin of the president was found murdered in the prison.
Knightley had not planned to assassinate the president.
The truth is not as vital as you seem to believe it to be. Not to the world. And not to the law.
That can't be right!
Believe what you will, however. As long as Prosecutor Edgeworth remains a prosecutor, it is an inescapable reality.
A prosecutor is not someone who demands a guilty verdict. That is what I believe.
Those are merely your values. The law is not the plaything of any one person. If you will not submit to that, you will do well to prepare for the consequences.
What's that supposed to mean, pal? Don't tell me you're gonna...
Now then, this is where I must take my leave, Prosecutor Edgeworth.
God, what a bitch. Judge Courtney is right. The law should not serve any one person's desires. However, if the truth is bent as a result of that, can that really be called justice?
Ah, Simon! Boss! What happened? They said you could come out already? Well, honestly, I don't know for sure. All of a sudden, they were like, "You're free to go, and you should thank Mr. Edgeworth." Well, that's because he found out who the real murderer was. Really? He did? Mr. Edgeworth? No, wait. Even if you glare at me like that, it's useless. I'm innocent, after all. You can't make me guilty. Simon, you should thank him, you know. You're right. Thank you very much. I want to thank you, too.
Good grief.
Mr. Defense Attorney? Can I ask you just one more question?
Yes, you may, but I'm not a defense attorney.
I thought that Knightley and I were friends. No, I mean best friends. I always thought we were...
You don't think so anymore?
Well, I'm just wondering. There were some things I had no idea about. Like how he could hate someone enough to kill them. That's why. Maybe he never trusted me either?
Simon, that's not true.
You're lying. Because if I had known, I could have stopped him. I would have told him he had no need to be angry with anyone.
Mr. Keyes, I don't think he disliked you either. Let's show him proof that Knightley trusted him. Okay, let's see. Oh wait, the chessboard, of course. Dedoy.
Take that!
That's what I gave to.
Knightley hid a chisel inside it, most likely to aid in his escape.
Escape? He used me?
He trusted in you. He knew you'd bring it to him without looking into it and without question. And in doing just that, you were caught up in everything.
Wow! Knightley, you idiot!
Looks like he gets it. Simon is not as dumb as he looks, after all. I'm sure he'll be back to normal by tomorrow.
Was that supposed to be a compliment?
Oh! I'll be strong. I'll become a splendid wild animal tamer, for Knightley's sake.
Excellent. That's the spirit.
I almost forgot. If you'd like, please come to our next show. I'll also be performing in it.
The Berry Big Circus is always fabulous and fun for all ages. Wow, that sounds like fun. Let's go, Mr. Edgeworth.
Well, I'll think about it.
Well, we need to get back to practicing right away. You'll be with Regent today.
What? The tiger? No way.
It'll be fine. He's a good boy.
No way. There's no way it'll be fine. Please cut me a break, boss.
And there they go. But man, bravo! You really put on a good show today, Miles.
That's all thanks to you, Mr. Shields. Without your help, she might have gotten away. Not to mention allowing us to continue the investigation.
Oh man, cut it out already. You're gonna make me blush.
I never know when you are being serious.
Uncle Ray is always serious. So how was it, Miles? How did it feel to be a defense attorney? To save people?
A defense attorney.
But that really took me back. It was just like being next to your old man again.
Wait, wasn't he didn't he play defense attorney in, like, Case 3-5?
It's been a while since I felt this good.
It was, well, it's somewhat difficult to say it was a good thing.
Come on, Miles. Are you sure you don't want to be a defense attorney?
What?
You know, pick up where your father left off? Don't you want to save people like he did? Well, what are you saying, pal? Mr. Edgeworth is a prosecutor. But is it really that unusual for a prosecutor to become a defense attorney these days?
Unusual isn't the problem here.
Hey, don't be upset. It's normal, you know? Normal.
It's not.
Normal, pal. You'd all make for a powerful defense team.
Mr. Shields, I'm a prosecutor.
And Uncle Ray is a defense attorney, and that's why I'm being serious about this. Well, that's just my opinion. Feel free to drop by any time if you have a change of heart. I'll be waiting for you.
Follow in my father's footsteps. Me? Become a defense attorney? I'm going to become a defense attorney, just like my dad. Should I become a defense attorney? Like my father? I like just how sullen he looks there. The end. The end. Why am I going like the end? like it's... The inherited turnabout. Yes, please. Yes, we will save the cleared stage data. Thank you. Okay, okay, so, alright, so the judge, Edgeworth, the judge, and that's clearly Gregory. Alright, well, let's get started then. Let's at least try to do the first part of this one. This one's apparently one of the longer ones. Episode 3, The Inherited Turnabout. What's for dessert today?
And Jeff Masters, piece of cake.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Macaroons and waffles, light and fluffy chiffon cake.
Happiness for one and all. The sweetest temptations.
There,
Where?
over there. Take a peek inside the oven. Ding! Look, it's freshly baked desserts. Let's cook again today. That was very weird, but okay, I'll take it.
This program sure brings back memories. Gregory, tomorrow I'm heading towards that fateful place with your son. To find out the truth of 18 years ago.
April 2nd, 10:05 a.m. Zodiac Art Gallery, Fountain Patio. Mr. Shields, isn't it about time you told me what this is all about? Why did you bring me to this museum with you?
You're not busy now, are you, Miles? I thought it would be nice if we could share the romance of the constellations together.
I beg your pardon, but I would like to leave.
Sorry, it was just a joke. You know about the final case your father worked on? The IS-7 incident?
Yes, Manfred von Karma showed it to me immediately after I became a prosecutor. I reviewed the case file again last night after you invited me here. And, while I don't remember it very well, I also had been in attendance at the trial back then. Are we gonna get this? That is such a that is such a bad looking. Holy crap!
When I was young, I loved watching my father do battle in the courtroom. During that trial, it was my father, the defense attorney Gregory Edgeworth, against my former mentor, Prosecutor Manfred von Karma.
Something about this just looks kind of weird.
And while the trial ended with the defendant being declared guilty.
I see. So you were there too, at Gregory's final trial. In that case, I'll cut to the chase and tell you what you want to know. The truth about the IS-7 incident. It happened 18 years ago, during the winter. All the buildings were covered in snow, coating the entire town like a layer of frosting. And it was in this very place that the incident occurred. This was all before Uncle Ray became a defense attorney.
18 years ago. God. Wait, is this going to be an entirely flashback-based game? This is going to be fucking December 24th, 5 p.m. Detention Center Visitors Room.
Mr. Edgeworth, this request sure was sudden, don't you think?
Indeed, we were contacted immediately after the client was arrested. My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I am a defense attorney. I brought my assistant, Raymond, with me to meet our client, but...
A murder on Christmas Eve? This is just too much.
Ah, in the darkness, a miraculous meeting.
Oh my god, are you serious?
Welcome, one and all, to the visitor's room.
Amazing! So this is what meeting a client is like. It all happened so suddenly I was completely surprised.
I'm also surprised.
1,000 pardons for startling you. I am merely expressing my happiness through song. Welcome, one and all. I greatly appreciate you coming.
So you're the client for this case?
Indeed.
My name is Gregory Edgeworth. I'm a defense attorney. I'm always on the case. I will be representing you in court. This is my assistant, Raymond Shields.
Nice to meet you. I'll do my best to help you.
Relax, Raymond. Please excuse his jitters. He's working part-time at my office as an apprentice. I thought I'd let him assist me in this investigation.
So, Mr. Gregory and Raymond, correct? I'm pleased to make your acquaintance.
My job involves saving my clients from crimes in which they were falsely accused. First, I should determine if he is truly innocent. First, I would like to know more about you.
Ah, I have forgotten to introduce myself. My name is Jeffrey Master.
What? You mean you're Master Jeff?
Master Jeff! Master Jeff! Yeah.
Yes!
Yes, they even spelled it out!
The world's greatest pastry chef? Jeff Master, the Master Chef?
That is incredible. Capcom, hire these mans!
Yes, I am honored that you have heard of me. All my fans call me Master Jeff.
Wowzers! I'm totally starstruck. I can't believe I get to meet Master Jeff.
Wait, he said wowzers. I gave Gregory an Inspector Gadget voice. Jesus Christ. Our brains are connected on this one.
Raymond seems to know quite a bit about Mr. Master.
Master Jeff makes fantastic desserts while putting on a song and dance show. What's for dessert today? Macaroons and waffles, light and fluffy chiffon cake.
Happiness for one and all, the sweetest temptations. There,
Where?
over there, take a peek inside the oven. Ding! Look, it's freshly baked desserts.
Even the fucking guard is doing jazz hands.
Ugh.
I got caught up in their song myself.
The fucking guard was doing jazz hands.
Wahoo! I'm so happy that I got to sing with Master Jeff. It's my dream come true.
Oh, thank you! I am happy to hear that as well.
Mr. Master, Raymond, shall we return to the matter at hand?
Yes, of course! My sincerest apologies for making you wait. Now, where should we start?
You are the world's greatest pastry chef, but you are also skilled in song and dance?
Yes, and when I'm having a good time, my body just moves to the rhythm by itself.
You seem to enjoy making desserts from the bottom of your heart.
Ho ho! If you don't have a good time making desserts, you won't make anything good. Creating desserts that bring happiness to one and all is my purpose in life.
Master Jeff's desserts are practically works of art. They sparkle and look so delicious. He's famous for his dreamlike desserts.
Bringing happiness to all with his dreamlike desserts, huh?
Okay, wait. Oh, hey, look, it's Phoenix's bed.
Proof of my profession. Polishing it every day has become my routine.
He's 18. And he's 39. Okay, so let's,
The incident occurred in your estate, is that correct?
Yes. That's where the Great Dessert Contest was being held. It seems that the body was discovered in one of my creations. They found it.
They found it in one of your desserts?
Oh, please tell me it's not his partner. For that reason, I was arrested by the detective in charge of the initial investigation. I would never do something as vile as robbing someone of their life. I am certain that the police will also realize that they have made a mistake.
Really?
Do you know anything about the victim?
He was a man named Isaac Dover. Isaac Dover? I don't get it. He was one of the competitors in the contest. He was a wonderful man who made desserts of the highest beauty. Why did he have to die?
I see. He truly seems to be grieving over the victim's death. I believe I have a sufficient understanding of Mr. Master's personality. Mr. Master, before I accept your request, there is one final matter I must confirm. You did not kill Mr. Dover. Can I take your word for it?
Yes, that is correct. I did not kill him. No matter what happens, I would never take another person's life.
Those aren't the eyes of a liar. I understand. I believe you. Thank you very much for taking the time to talk with us.
The pleasure is all mine. I am grateful to speak with someone other than a detective.
Next, we shall begin our investigation of the crime scene. We will report back with our findings once we have finished.
Mr. Gregory, Raymond, I wish you good luck.
December 24th, 6 p.m. Contest venue. Fountain patio. Oh, hey, it's just like the beginning.
Ew, it sure is cold outside. I didn't expect it to be snowing this hard.
Indeed, a blizzard like this will probably not clear up for a while.
But even so, this mansion is ginormous. So this is what Master Jeff's place is like, huh?
If you're going to hold a contest in your own home, you would need this much space after all. La la la, welcome. Thank you for coming. Eek! Oh my, are you okay? I'm so very sorry. Would you happen to be Monsieur Edgeworth? Yes, I am Gregory Edgeworth.
Oh, she's French.
And I'm his assistant, Raymond Shields.
Greetings and welcome, Monsieur Edgeworth and Monsieur Shields. Please call me Catherine Hall. I am in charge of the household affairs of this estate, and I'm also Monsieur Master's assistant.
Ah, no way! You're the famous Kate, aren't you?
You know of me?
Of course I do. I see you on TV all the time. I'm a big fan of Piece of Cake.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that you are a fan. Tell me, what is this piece of cake?
It's a TV show that's hugely popular with the kids. Master Jeff and Kate sing and dance while they make delicious treats. Just like this.
What's for dessert today?
What's for dessert today? Cookies and caramel, rich and feathery cream puffs.
Let's make it. together. A delectable paradise. Here,
There!
everywhere. You just open up the oven. Ding!
Now it's time for dessert!
I don't know what that was.
Oh, Monsieur Shields, that was incredible.
I always practice along with the show.
Maybe I should tell my son about this show.
But man, doing this dance repeatedly sure works up your appetite.
Ah, pardon my inconsideration. I've forgotten to take care of our guests. Please relax and have some tea.
Clatter, clatter. Clatter, clatter. Collateral. It's just like a big old glass of tea. That's all. That's not food.
Oh, this is some fine Ceylon tea. I hear the aroma of citrus does wonders for your concentration.
I see. So this is what Ceylon tea smells like.
Oh, these saucers are chilled. Yes, they help cool the tea more quickly for people who are bad with hot beverages. I see. These teacups also have a wonderful design. Oh, thank you very much. They are one of the few pride and joys of my estate. They are one of the few pride and joys of our estate, ordered directly from France. They were made by the famed sculptor Pierre Hoquet. They are my absolute favorite articles of tableware.
You seem to greatly appreciate this man's work.
Yes, they are like treasures to me.
She appears to be very honest about what she likes.
Thank you, Miss Hall, but it's time for us to move on to business. Are there any details that you can give us about the incident? Ah, you're right. I sometimes get so distracted welcoming new guests that I forget myself. To tell the truth, I was the one who discovered Monsieur Dover's body.
So you were the first one to discover the body? Is it true that the body was discovered in one of Mr. Master's desserts?
Yes. It was during the judging of the Great Dessert Contest. I heard the sound of something breaking from Monsieur Master's room. Monsieur Master, are you in here? Eek! Eek! When I looked inside, I saw Monsieur Dover's body inside the treasure chest.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry to have made you recall such painful memories.
No. I should be the one apologizing for not being much help.
Now then, I believe it's time for us to start investigating the crime scene.
Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, please find some way to save Monsieur Master. Monsieur Master is not someone who would commit murder.
Yes, of course. Just leave it to us.
Then I shall entrust it to you. If you'll excuse me, I have to continue serving tea to the other inspectors.
Raymond, let's head to the crime scene. Yes, sir, Mr. Edgeworth.
No fucking way! It's Tyrell Bad! December 24th, 6:30 p.m. Contest venue, Masters Room. Holy shit, it's Tyrell Bad.
Wow, this whole thing is made of chocolate. I can't believe I'm actually seeing Master Jeff's desserts up close.
Were this not the scene of a murder, I admit I too would have been delighted in this occasion.
Now that you've reminded me it's a murder scene, I'm getting shivers down my spine.
Perhaps it's because this room is cold to begin with.
Now that you mention it, this room really is cold. Achoo!
There he is, Tyrell Bad himself, the man, the myth, the legend.
Never expected the defense attorney to show up so early.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Jeff Masters' defense attorney, Gregory Edgeworth. This is my assistant, Raymond.
How do you do?
Detective Tyrell Bad, homicide.
Mr. Bad, the detective in charge of this case. A man of few words. Tastes kind of bitter.
Oh, God.
He ate the paper?
He likes to digest his memos in his stomach as well as in his mind. It's just a strange habit of his. Please don't be too concerned. It would probably be too much to ask him not to be concerned at all. More importantly, Detective Bag, will you give us permission to participate in the investigation?
Permission denied.
Why? Mr. Edgeworth is Master Jeff's defense attorney.
Defense attorneys plant false evidence to try and get their not guilty verdict. I don't want their kind to disturb the crime scene.
Mr. Edgeworth would never use false evidence to defend his client.
I can't trust that coming from a defense attorney.
Do the police still suspect Mr. Master even after the investigation?
If we didn't, we wouldn't have arrested him.
I believe that Mr. Master is innocent. That's why I have come to investigate.
Believing in his innocence without investigating the crime scene. How naive.
That's why I would like your permission to investigate. By investigating the crime scene, I want to ascertain if my thinking was naive or not.
So you don't intend to leave until you've investigated the crime scene?
Yes.
Fine then. I will give you permission to investigate the crime scene.
Thank you.
Ah, the lollipop trick.
But I'll be accompanying you. I can't trust you defense attorneys after all. If you understand that, you can begin your investigation.
That's a lollipop? I'm a little surprised myself. All right, let's begin the investigation. Raymond, be sure to take notes on this case.
Leave it to me, Mr. Edgeworth.
Just begin already.
Contest venue, master's room, begin investigation. Partner okay, so he's the one who's going to be looking over my shoulder the whole fucking time. I love it. I love it. I love Tyrell Bad. I remember him from the first. I remember. I clapped. I clapped when I saw him. Beginning part 1 from save point. Correct.
It appears to be a display of sailing equipment.
There's also the possibility that one of these is the murder weapon.
No, it looks like these pieces were all made out of chocolate. You can't beat someone to death with these.
Misleading.
At any rate, they all have such good workmanship that they look just like the real thing. It really speaks about the level of skill Mr. Master has in his craft. So this was where the body was discovered?
Yeah. The body has been removed, but otherwise, the crime scene has remained untouched.
It seems that the body was discovered inside this chocolate treasure chest.
The person who discovered it was Ms. Hall.
Monsieur Master, are you in here? Laik!
She heard the sound of something breaking inside this room and came in.
Breaking sound. What was that sound that came from Mr. Master's room? I would like a little more information about this. What's this? Something has been dropped inside the treasure chest. This is... seemed to be some kind of seal with a design and initials carved into it. Look,
It looks like a signet crest. Was it the victim's?
I don't know if it was the victims, but we should take it for now.
Signet crest, found near the body at the crime scene. Does the design hold any special meaning?
the voyage of the good ship Red Rum is written here.
It sailed the 7 seas and in the end finally found a huge treasure. Modeled after the glory of an ancient adventurer. It's written here.
So he failed 6 times? What an unlucky captain.
No matter how many times he went on a fool's errand, in the end he reached the truth. It's just like a detective spirit.
Did detectives even exist during the ancient times? It seems that the stand supporting the ship is broken.
Okay, so we have our first logical connection.
The ship tipped over and broke the treasure chest, didn't it? Ah, but maybe. Could the victim have been crushed by the ship and killed?
If that were the case, this would have been an accidental death.
You two aren't serious about that, right?
Well, we were only discussing one of the possibilities.
I was being pretty serious, though.
God.
Detective Bad, I would like you to tell me about the state of the victim.
If you mean a photo of the body, here, look at it. All you like. It seems the victim was beaten to death with a blunt object.
Has the murder weapon been found?
You should try asking the prosecutor in charge later.
It seems he doesn't intend to tell me, frankly. So, may I borrow this photograph?
Sure, it's not a photo that was taken by the police. Ms. Hall took a photo of the body with an instant camera when she discovered it.
An instant camera? Is that like a disposable camera? An instant camera is a camera that can develop its film right after taking a picture.
Such a convenient camera exists?
Anyway, let's go over to the state of the crime scene a bit. This photo, upon closer examination, contradicts the state of the crime scene. I'll have to deduce the contradiction to resolve this matter. Crime scene notes added to my... Oh, God. Crime scene notes added to the court record.
And they really like treating this like a, okay, so...
Connect my thoughts! Due to the broken stand, the ship lost its balance. It would seem Miss Hall entered the room upon hearing the ship collapse.
Yeah, when Ms. Hall entered the room, the ship had already fallen over.
At any rate, I wonder why the stand broke.
Maybe there was something wrong with the ship's balance in the first place.
Is that really true? I'm always on the case.
Oh, hey, here's some guy.
Excuse me, but you are...
My apologies, I was meditating. What did you ask, sir, detective?
Actually, I'm a defense attorney. My name is Gregory Edgeworth.
I'm his assistant, Raymond.
Pardon my late introduction. My name is Dane Gustavia. I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this... I am one of the pastry chefs participating in this contest.
What kind of desserts do you make, Mr. Gustavia?
That's a penis. Oh. Fodont art?
My specialty is making desserts out of candy.
Aw, what a cute seahorse.
It was meant to be a dragon dancing in the sky.
This is a dragon?
I think it would fit better in the ocean than in the sky.
I know all too well that design is my weak point. I plan to study design and undergo training in Zhengfa once things settle down here.
Well, gee, I wonder who's going to show up when we finally go to Zhengfa.
I probably shouldn't touch I probably shouldn't touch the subject of design any further. Mr. Gustavia, if you aren't related to the investigation, why are you in this room?
Sir Detective wanted to know more about the desserts in this room, so he asked me to come.
Since he's one of the contestants, he might know something. Mr. Gustavia, those instruments you use are quite unusual.
Is he gonna make another seahorse? Oh, I made chicken.
These instruments are called candy pumps, and they pump air into the candy.
They kind of look like swords. They're so cool.
Indeed, ever since I began using them, no day has gone by where I did not receive a burn or wound. That's why I wear red clothes, so not a single stain will ever show on me. Making desserts is serious business. I am always training.
Does he injure himself because he hasn't trained enough?
Wait, wouldn't it make more sense to wear black clothes then if he's getting burnt?
Can you tell me about the great dessert contest that was held here? From the looks of this room, it seems like the desserts weren't just for eating.
The exhibition Sir Master held was a contest in the art of dessert.
The art of dessert?
Desserts that are true works of art, made solely out of edible materials. The works of art in this room are all made from desserts.
Now that you mention it, this whole room is filled with the smell of chocolate.
Sir Master exhibits great talent in both flavor and design. If you are not able to surpass Sir Master in flavor and design, you will not be able to win.
Being the world's greatest pastry chef is pretty hard, isn't it?
In other words, if I can surpass Sir Master, I shall become the world's greatest pastry chef. That was the prize of this contest.
The prize is the title of the world's greatest?
In addition to that, there is also Sir Master's treasured angel's recipe. If you want to learn more about the contest, just look at this piece of paper. These were the rules that were given to the participants of the contest.
Contest rules added to the court record.
Sorry, but I do not know much about the incident. I only learned about the incident after the judging had finished.
How was the contest judging carried out?
Let's see. Sir Master started judging at 3 p.m. Starting from my room, the judging proceeded in a clockwise direction. I used the room to the right of Sir Master's room, which is the room we're in now. Next, the room of a female pastry chef named Delicia was judged.
A female pastry chef? What kind of person is she?
She is a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal. I heard she used lots of cream to make a fantasy-themed dessert. And lastly, Sir Dover's room was judged. His works were frozen statues made from sherbet. Hall discovered the body in the middle of Gustavia's judging. She panicked, and because she immediately notified the police, Master continued judging without knowledge that the body had been discovered. As a result, Master judged Dover's room in Dover's absence. Seems we have plenty of room to suspect Master.
I'm lacking in information. It's probably too early to object. By the way, Detective Bad, what were you talking to Mr. Gustavia about earlier?
I was asking him about the chocolate frame hanging on that wall. I thought something was missing. I thought if I asked someone who knew a lot about desserts, I could get an answer. Although thanks to your arrival, I still haven't gotten my answer yet.
Well then, since you've been waiting for so long, we can ask him about it right now.
I guess you don't understand sarcasm.
Mr. Gustavia, can you assist us with this matter?
I train in the art of desserts every day. If you have a question about desserts, please do not hesitate to ask.
Thank you very much.
You can make such a beautiful picture out of chocolate, as expected of Master Jeff.
Is this really chocolate? It looks like an actual picture to me.
Impressive, Sir Attorney. You noticed well. This picture of an angel is not a dessert, but rather the angel's recipe.
The angel's recipe? The prize for the contest.
Yeah, this picture isn't made of chocolate?
Indeed, within this chocolate frame lies a recipe book. Sir Master told everyone when he explained the rules of the contest to us in this room.
So the contestants knew the recipe was here.
How about it? This frame, don't you think it's missing something? This
must be what Detective Bad was asking Mr. Gustavia about earlier. This chocolate frame, there does seem to be a part that's missing.
That's what's been bothering me as well.
Eh? What's missing?
Let me show Raymond the part of the chocolate frame that's missing.
Take that. God, what is that voice?
Look closely at this part with the decorations. Can you see that one of them is missing?
It's true. It's different from the other decorations.
This imperfect balance in the decorations is not like Sir Master. Upon closer examination, it seems this frame is not the only one with missing parts. We need to investigate further. All the desserts in this room each have one part missing.
Whoa, the candle holder and the sailing tools are all damaged as well. So someone tampered with the crime scene?
Perhaps.
Maybe Master vandalized the room himself to fool us.
Master Jeff would never do that sort of thing to his desserts.
Hampered desserts. I wonder if they are connected to the incident. I won't rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
The captain's log of a chocolate ship, which is also made out of chocolate. It seems its title is Journal of Regret.
Running out of rum while drifting at the Red Sea has really made me red with regret, it reads. I don't know what kind of journey it was, but it doesn't seem very regretful. Oh, okay. Fair enough then. Oh, wait. Fingerprints? Hold the phone here. These finger marks are...
These are unidentified finger marks. We don't know who they belong to, since no fingerprints were left behind.
The finger marks without fingerprints. These might be related to the case. Frame finger marks added to the court record.
It's a mystery.
He was probably wearing gloves.
Detective Bad lacks dreams and romance.
I don't think there are dreams or romance at a murder scene.
Achoo!
Are you alright, Raymond?
This room is way too cold.
The fountain patio wasn't very warm either. This room certainly is cold. Do you want to wear my coat?
Nope, I'm fine. Because that's something that you promised to give me when I become a defense attorney.
Heh, that's right.
Why is the temperature turned down so low? It's been turned down in order to maintain the chocolate's temperature. Why don't you try opening the panel cover on that wall? Panel cover?
Whoa, there's a secret panel hidden there.
This control is installed in all the rooms Sir Master prepared. So as not to detract from the dessert's presentation, the cover was closed to conceal it.
What does the panel do?
It allows you to change the temperature and the lighting in the room. In order to preserve any type of dessert, it can go down to about negative 22 degrees Fahrenheit.
The room would be like a freezer.
It's set to 59 degrees Fahrenheit. No wonder I thought it was cold. Detective Bad, I'm not allowed to change the temperature. Detective Bad, I'm not allowed to change the temperature, am I?
Preserving the crime scene is the foundation of being a detective.
But I'm not a detective.
A defense attorney can't recklessly damage a crime scene either.
Indeed, Sir Assistant. Enduring hardship is also a part of training. In order to preserve chocolate, 59 degrees to 64 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. The ideal temperature for chocolate, as expected of the dessert chef. No, it is but a trifle. This is basic knowledge that anyone should know if they're a dessert chef. So, what's the ideal temperature for candy and fresh cream?
Finally out of cough drops.
As long as you watch out for humidity and hot temperatures, candy shouldn't melt. For fresh cream, around 50 degrees Fahrenheit is the ideal temperature. You need to watch out for the humidity and hot temperatures for candy? I see.
Detective Bad, he seemed a bit happy when they were talking about candy.
Is candy one of his favorite things? I already checked this area earlier, but it never hurts to take another look.
Okay, well that just basically tells me
This is an actual crime scene. I'm so excited.
This isn't a game, Raymond. Please be more serious.
Yes, sir. I'm taking a memo right now.
Oh, what exactly are you writing?
I'm copying down this dessert recipe over here.
Raymond, please be more serious.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if connecting these thoughts works.
Each of Master's works had a piece that was missing. Add to that the fact that the chip's chocolate stand was broken, I think we can surmise that someone ransacked this room.
And the one who did it could be the true culprit.
That I don't know. But I think it's safe to say that the ship stand got broken when the room was ransacked. And when the ship fell over, it broke the treasure chest lid. I expect that the lid of the treasure chest was originally closed. Elegant tableware and cookware are placed on the counter. It looks like the same tea set Ms. Hall was using earlier.
Was Master Jeff drinking this black tea?
On this tea set, only Jeff Masters' fingerprints were found.
Were his fingerprints found on any of the other cookware?
The cookware was washed. Nobody's fingerprints remained.
Or he might have been cooking with gloves on. It seems the only thing here with his fingerprints is the tea set. Jeff's teapot added to the court record.
Hold up.
Master used these gloves while making his desserts. They hid his fingerprints.
Certainly, it's possible that they were used for that purpose. But wouldn't you agree that finding cooking gloves in the kitchen is perfectly natural?
Doubt everything. That's my job. What about over here? Was there nothing suspicious in the cupboard?
No, sir.
So, there was something.
Oh, no. Only things like cooking burners and tableware were placed there.
I see. Defense attorney, was there nothing that you noticed?
No?
So you did notice something?
Oh, no, I didn't notice anything.
Everyone's always giving replies that are difficult to understand.
I think it's your way of asking that's bad. What are you investigating?
Sir, I'm checking the temperature of the stream.
What have you learned?
Sir, this stream has warm water. The stream is connected to the fountain in the patio and runs through every room.
That's an unusual construction for a room.
The minds of the rich. I'll never understand.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, we already got that. Okay, let's start looking at evidence then. Let's see, check. Hold the phone here.
There's an engraving on the bottom. It says PH.
It's the initials of the creator, Pierre Hoquet. Miss Hall and Mr. Master seem to be big fans of the sculpture's work.
Initials, huh? If it were mine, it'd be RS.
Why don't you try carving your initials on your own belongings?
Wait a second. Wait a second, wait a second, wait a second. Shit, I know. Here's the worst part. I know this. I fucking know the answer to this. Damn it. Okay, fair enough then. Alright. Contest rules. Prizes. Title of the world's greatest pastry chef and Angel's recipe. Rules. 1. Contestants' rooms will be judged starting from the left. Afterwards, all parties will meet in Jeff's room. Any decorations not made from desserts are prohibited. Entering another contest room before the judging is done is prohibited. The victim's body was found in a treasure chest made of chocolate in Jeff Masters' room. The cause of death seems to be a hard blow to the head with a blunt object. Isaac Dover, Catherine. Jesus Christ, she's young. Dude, she's younger than Raymond. That's kind of fucked up.
What? Your way of investigating is too soft. An investigation is like a popsicle. Walk around the crime scene and investigate. Talk with the people involved. If you do that, little by little, you'll lick it down to its core. And the truth will be written on the end of the popsicle stick.
I pray that it doesn't say the truth was lost for all eternity. Is it safe to assume that the state of the crime scene has been preserved?
Crime scene preservation is the most important rule of an investigation. The body has been recovered, but besides that, it's been left untouched.
If possible, could you tell me about the condition of the body in more detail?
Ms. Hall took a photo of it. Be content with that, defense attorney.
Does this detective have a grudge against defense attorneys? I guess I have no choice but to investigate the contradictions of the crime scene myself. I won't rest until I've inspected every single... Okay, so there is still something I missed here. Okay. Is this spot somehow connected to any of the evidence I hold? Oh, wait a second. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, let's compare the crime scene photo to this. Let's see. Okay, so wait, there's. Oh, wait. Oh wait, no, never mind. Oh wait, no, yes. Wait, yes, maybe. Where'd the blanket go? That's the real question here. To build such a large ship out of chocolate is magnificent.
As expected of Master Jeff, I want to try eating it. Although I have no idea where to start eating it from.
Anywhere should be fine, but if you start eating the crime scene, I'll make you leave.
Ah! Don't glare at me! Can't you tell it was a joke?
I'd like Raymond to be just a little bit more... I'd like Raymond to be just a little bit calmer. Oh, okay. Oh, whoops. Oh. Oh, wait, no, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. Alright, so let's see. So, let's try... This part is contradictory. It contradicts this piece of evidence.
This ship is confectionery. How sweet. Otherwise, we could board the ship and sail down the chocolate river.
What an unpleasant dismissal. Okay. Let's calm down and inspect the crime scene once more. Feels like something that was here before isn't anymore. Oh, wait. Dedoy. The blanket, maybe? Okay, nope. Still wrong. Okay, fair enough then. Huh. What else is missing? Let's see. Alright, so... Body was recovered by the police. Okay, so blood and head. Okay, so we got... What else is missing then?
What am I missing here? Okay. So, blood, check. Actually, oh yeah. Okay, hold on. I think I've got it now.
Are you sure the only thing the police removed from the crime scene was the body?
They also took away the piece of cloth the body was wrapped in.
In that case, a major contradiction has been created at the crime scene.
Contradiction?
Detective Bad, please take a look at the crime scene carefully once more. The blood stain that should have remained at the crime scene has disappeared.
I definitely didn't get any reports about the bloodstain being cleaned up. I'll check with forensics.
Mr. Edgeworth, what happened?
Comparing the photo and the crime scene, something struck me as being out of place. In the photo, the chocolate underneath the body remained intact inside the treasure chest. However, in the actual crime scene, it's missing.
The chocolate with the bloodstain has completely vanished.
Yes, did the police remove it, or was this the work of the criminal?
According to forensics, no one has cleaned up any bloodstains.
I see. Well, that would mean someone erased the bloodstain.
Who knows?
Investigation complete. Hooray, I got all my health back. Yay. Yay.
It seems our investigation of this room is just about over.
Crime scene notes updated in the court record.
This should make it clear. Jeff Master's the culprit.
What? Why?
All the rooms in this mansion were locked from the inside, and the only way to open them from the outside was to use this key to the mansion.
Do you know who had that key?
Master was the only one with the key. There were no spare keys.
Mansion key added to the court record.
By using the mansion key, Master could enter all the contestants' rooms. Of course, the key could also lock his room from the outside.
However, Mr. Master's room is currently unlocked.
Yeah, that's why I suspect Master is the culprit.
I'd like to hear your reasoning in more detail.
Are we about to do... we're about to do a testimony.
Why I suspect Jeff Master. If the body had been found in a locked room, Master would have been the prime suspect. That's why Master made sure to leave the door to his own room unlocked. And to ensure that the body would be seen, Master broke the lid on the treasure chest. After the judging, everyone was scheduled to meet in Master's room. That would have created the impression that the murder had occurred while he was away. Contrary to his expectations, the body was discovered by Ms. Hall. That's my reason for suspecting Master. Got that, Ace Attorney?
So, you also think it was Mr. Master himself who vandalized this room?
Yeah. You defense attorneys believe that justice lies in trusting your clients. But I'm a detective. If I believed every poor sap story, I'd let the suspicious ones get away.
I understand your reasoning thoroughly. However, I'd like you to hear my thoughts on the subject now.
Fine.
Detective Bad believes that he is right, but I won't give up so easily. I can't accept his reasoning. I'll have to show him evidence that contradicts it.
Okay, let's see.
Detective Bad seems adamant that Mr. Master is the culprit.
I don't think Master Jeff would have broken his own creations. But why was the treasure chest broken then?
Just think back to the situation in which the body was found. In doing so, we should be able to see the contradiction in Bad's reasoning.
I think I know what the answer is. I just don't know how to. Let's try. Oh, hey, I was right.
Originally, the victim's body was hidden inside the chocolate treasure chest. Ms. Hall entered the room when she heard a sound. I think it is likely that this was the sound of the chocolate ship falling over.
Yeah, that's what you would think, just by looking at the crime scene.
You said that Mr. Master broke the treasure chest lid himself. But this photo shows that the ship's fall caused the lid to break. If the lid broke just before Ms. Hall found the body, then Mr. Master, who was in the middle of judging, could not have broken it.
Hold it. I never said that Master broke the lid directly. The ship was set up to fall during the judging. I believe he tampered with the stand.
Do you have any proof he tampered with it?
No, but the investigation isn't completely over yet.
It seems I still haven't found anything conclusive. Have you found any other fingerprints other than Mr. Master's in this room?
Yeah, there were some left on the door.
Hmm?
But the victim Dover and Master were also among the fingerprints left behind. Before we made our decisions, we all gathered here to have the judging explained to us. Perhaps that was when we left those fingerprints?
But you didn't find any fingerprints on the works in this room?
What?
Someone tampered with the chocolate in this room. So perhaps there are other fingerprints on it apart from Mr. Master's.
No matter what we find, it won't clear Master of suspicion. Labby, hurry up and dust the chocolate for fingerprints.
Roger that, sir. Oof. Detective Bad! We found another person's fingerprints on all the chocolates in the room.
Whose fingerprints?
They belong to a pastry chef by the name of Delicia.
Good work. Return to the investigation.
Yes, sir.
It would seem that there are other suspicious people besides Mr. Master after all.
I don't need a defense attorney to tell me that. I'm not stopping my investigation. We will just go and listen to what this Delicia has to say.
Delicia! Gustavia told us about her not long ago. Is she really a frightening woman who would do anything to achieve her goal?
Mr. Edgeworth, this delicious lady...
God, what am I saying?
Mr. Edgeworth, this Delicia lady sounds mighty suspicious to me.
It seems that it will be necessary for us to speak with her directly as well. Detective Bad, would you allow us to accompany you?
I'm not obligated to do that.
What?
But you were the one who discovered the truth of the crime scene. Fine, have it your way. Follow me.
Detective Bad, thank you. I'm always on the case.
He's even Detective Bad, sir! Are you sure about that? Right now, that prosecutor is in that room. Are you sure about that? Right now, that prosecutor is in the room.
It doesn't matter. Him and I don't see eye to eye.
Him? Who's the prosecutor in charge of this case anyway?
Manfred von Karma.
What? Von Karma's in charge? That guy hasn't lost a case in 25 years.
How old is he?
Manfred von Karma, the living legend of the prosecutor's office? If the rumors of his courtroom performance are to be believed, he's a man who would do anything for a guilty verdict. No matter what kind of prosecutor he is, I can only hold truth to the path I believe in.
Wow, right at 5 o'clock, too. Okay, I think we're just going to call things here for this session, but hey, I got where I wanted to get, and from here on out, I will be saving early and saving often so I can avoid that catastrophic thing that fouled me up the last time. So, let's save now. We'll just let this load up.
And so, this has been Back the Log Off. I've been Professor Icepick, signing off. See you next time.